folks, I'm glad you're all here. Thank you very much for joining me. Did you feel the early morning earthquakes that happened there in North Carolina? Did they wake you up? What did it feel like and how long did it last? No one sent in reports to EMSC, which is the European Mediterranean Seismological Center. So I'd like to know, what did these two magnitude 2.3 earthquakes feel like? Please put that information down below. Hi everyone, I'm Mary with MaryGreeley News. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please like, share, and subscribe. It is Tuesday, June 18th, 2024. USGS is reporting that there was 2 earthquakes near Sparta, North Carolina today. According to them, the first quake hit 1.3 miles east of Sparta at 3:41 a.m. and it had a magnitude of 2.3 and a depth of 4 kilometers, or about 3 miles. The second earthquake, also a 2.3, had a depth of 2 miles, or 3 kilometers, and that one occurred at 4:16 a.m. local time. Officials said both earthquakes were around 37 miles northeast of Boone, North Carolina. Many people are unaware of how common earthquakes are in South Carolina. Approximately 10 to 15 earthquakes are recorded every year, with 3 to 5 of them being felt and noticed by people. Both of these were felt. The first earthquake at 8:41 a.m. Universal Time, or 3:41 a.m. local time. USGS gave it an intensity level of 4, and 6 people said they felt it. The reports that were sent in to USGS was intensity level 3, 3, and 2, but USGS gave it an intensity level of 4. Which means it would have been felt indoors by many people. Probably woke them up. Outdoors, maybe by a few. At night, yeah, they were woken up. Dishes, windows, and doors were rattling. Automobiles would have rocked noticeably. I thought it was interesting the other 2.3 at 3:16 a.m. local time. Yeah, it also had 6 people that said they felt it. Here's the reports that were sent in. Okay, intensity level 4. Okay, that makes sense. The other one was intensity level 4, but USGS didn't have it on here. There was one response for intensity level 4. Going back to Google Maps, yeah, this is the one that gave the intensity level of 4. Okay. So according to USGS and probably the South Carolina Geological Society, only about 3 to 5 of the earthquakes that they have annually there are felt by people. And both of these had reports of 6 individuals. Oh, the cats are fighting. Sorry about that. About 70% of South Carolina earthquakes are located in the Middleton Place, Somerville seismic zone. I did cover that. That would be down towards the east. Let's bring this out. Let's see. Okay. And going a little bit south from where all these earthquakes occurred. That would be in this location down here. Yeah, that was, you'll remember I've talked about the 1886 magnitude 6.9. Charleston earthquake, I believe it was. The 2 most significant historical earthquakes to occur in South Carolina, in fact, was the 1886 Charleston earthquake and the 1931 Union County earthquake. The most damaging earthquake ever to occur in the eastern United States was in fact the Charleston earthquake. In terms of lives lost, human suffering, and devastation, this was the most destructive in the United States in the 19th century. People might not realize that earthquakes in South Carolina have the potential to cause great and sudden loss of life. Let me go back to where these recent earthquakes were happening, right up over here. Okay. One, because they can happen within minutes. While there have been no large-scale earthquakes in South Carolina in years, in 2001 they did do a study about the seismic risk and vulnerability for the state of South Carolina, and it confirmed the state is extremely vulnerable to earthquake activity. This recent study is based on the current population, the type of buildings and infrastructure that are built there nowadays. Also, we got government buildings, schools, hospitals, and the water and sewer facilities. Many people don't think about the loss of water for any extended period of time. They don't think about the sewer systems. Yeah, where's that going to go when they have a major earthquake and the sewer lines break? Yeah, you could have a lot of diseases that are easily spread when that happens. Things you should do before an earthquake: you should prepare. They do strike suddenly and violently without warning. You need to identify potential hazards ahead of time and have a plan to reduce the dangers of serious injury or loss of life during an earthquake. Homes need to be anchored to the foundations. Overhead lighting fixtures need to be anchored to the ceiling. Yeah, to the beam, not just plaster. Yeah, if you do this now by anchoring them to the beams, it might help prevent someone being injured when they fall. I've talked about multiple times to fasten your shelving to walls, large bookcases. Put heavy objects on lower shelves. Example, heavy appliances are often put on top shelves in kitchens. Yeah, you really shouldn't do that. Breakable items. I have baby locks for my cupboards, so for the dishes, so they don't go flying out. But if for some reason that isn't possible, maybe you don't have door handles to put the locks on, those items that could break should be put also closer to the floor. Hang heavy items such as pictures and mirrors, especially mirrors, away from beds, couches, and anywhere people sit. Yeah, if you think about pictures too, the frames, the glass, that could hurt someone really badly. Secure hot water heaters by strapping them to the wall studs and bolting them to the floor. Store weed killers, pesticides, and flammable products securely in a closed cabinet with latches on the bottom shelves. If you're outside, get away from buildings, trees, telephone poles, and electrical lines, overpasses, or elevated expressways. That's just some of the few suggestions. If you have any suggestions, put them down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.